evening and welcome to the July 1st of the Waterboro Town Council meeting.
That's right.
Everybody rise for Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening. We have no public hearings this evening. Any announcements from the board? Dwayne, anything?
I have nothing.
Dave?
No, sir. Thank you.
You're
Just that the Old Home Days is coming up on us. We're in July, and it's on the 19th. Am I right?
Correct.
Yeah.
John?
No thing.
I'm all set. Any additions or deletions to the agenda? We have two appointments. Shirley Bartlett, who's going to present us several options for the commitment. So take it away, Shirley.
Okay, so let's take a look at option one. This is sheltering 50% of the eligible funds in the TIF, which would give $158,083.52 to the TIF account. And it leaves an overlay of $94,384.78. And it's taking $650,000 from fund balance and $150,000 from EMS. And that is a mill rate of 11.20. We had a mill rate of 11.05 last year, so it increases it by 15 cents. And we did this example of if you had a property with a $400,000 valuation from last year's mill rate of 11.05 to this year's of 11.20, it's an increase of $60 for that taxpayer.
Okay.
And the second page is just the tax rate calculator with that same information on it. So if you have any, let me know if you have any questions on that.
All right, option two.
Okay, option two is not sheltering any funds in the TIF account. And we will have an overlay of $74,054.98 and a mill rate of $11.08. It's the same other revenues, $650 from fund balance and $150 from EMS. And the change for a taxpayer on a $400,000 valuation would be $12, a $12 increase.
These are annual increases, right? Not for a tax bill every 6 months?
No, annually,
Annual.
yes.
So, that's not bad.
My thought is option two is probably a better deal all the way around. You know, using the TIF account at this time.
Yeah, there's no TIF money included in this, right?
Right.
No TIF money in this one.
To me, that would make pretty decent sense as well,
The second one?
in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, to keep the mill rate as best we can, and with the tax burden just going up $12,
So,
not using TIF money.
right.
I agree. I mean, we're getting hit every place else.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. To me, it's a no-brainer. 3 cents.
So it's about 0.2% increase. So
That's,
You know,
that's,
in today's environment,
that's pretty damn good.
I think that's outstanding that we can even present that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
We did pick up a good amount of new value this year from new construction. And we did raise values in Lake Arrowhead. They were undervalued there. So those came up.
in solar farms in this?
Yes,
Or, okay.
In that, your example, just if you didn't say it was based on a $400,000 value.
Which today is an average
It is.
household.
Dennis, what did you say that percent
It's
was?
on the low side, but.
Yeah,
0.002.
yeah, it is on the list.
Wow.
yeah.
0.2%. It's 3 cents on,
Yeah,
3 cent increase.
yeah, that's the way to go.
I don't know, right? Any other questions for Shirley?
No,
No, thank you.
thank you.
And we're sure, we're gonna get homestead exemption paid by the state?
Well, I can't answer that question. Supposedly we are. Yeah. So we'll go with option 2 then.
I would
You need to
would
vote on
suggest
that, or?
You want to vote?
Yeah, we're gonna vote later, but we can,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's under 9A, so.
Oh, okay.
Any other questions for Shirley? If not, second appointment we have is Josh Andrews.
So we're all set then?
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Evening.
Step right up there. I mean, I can't even see behind the chair, you're so short.
Josh wanted to come just to give us a quick update on the transfer station and
Good?
anything new.
Yeah, just a few things real quick.
Yeah?
Right now, we're kind of getting into the busy season for the year. We're averaging about 15 to 18 cans a week right now that we're hauling out ourselves. Of course, we're busy and everywhere else is busy, so it's taking us a little bit longer getting back and forth to Eco Main. You're getting in there and, you know, they might have 15 trucks waiting to go over the scales, so our hauling's a little bit down, but we're doing the best we can. We're currently alternating the roll-off trucks daily to keep them both running. While one's in use on the road, the other's being utilized to swap the cans in the yard to keep everything kind of flowing, so we're not waiting.
Good.
We're seeing an increase in the number of Freon units coming in, and we're having issues with getting them serviced timely at the moment, due to the high demands across the state.
And what do you mean by getting them serviced?
Pump, yep.
Somebody comes in and does that?
A company comes in and pumps them, yeah.
Okay.
So we should look at future options for a better location within the facility to store units until they're serviced. Right now, they're kind of not in the best location, and when you get, you know, I could get 50 units, they don't want you to call them until they get 50. Well, you might have 175 when they show up. And it's getting, they want them spaced out and kind of laid out perfect, so when they come, they can just pop, up, up, up. Right now, we kind of got them piled on top of each other. I mean, there's nowhere to put them.
Right.
So that's just kind of something we should think about.
Do they give you fair notice when they're coming?
What's that?
Do they give you fair notice when they're coming, you know, a week or two, or?
Sometimes. They got a guy now who is servicing the state of Maine. Before, they had a guy that would do like Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts. Well, they're getting so busy that they have a guy just doing Maine. And they might say, hey, he's showing up this day. He might not show up. He might show up at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, pump a couple units, get a hotel. You know, so it's just very sporadic this time of year, and that's with pretty much all vendors. You know, everyone's so busy. It's just we're having an issue with storing stuff without, you know, it's kind of just out in the open, out in the public, and looks like heck. But
Do you have any suggestions of where to move it to?
I do. I'm going to get into that.
Okay.
I'm going to move down to Paint Care, Clean Harbors. They would like to see our storage containers covered. They did send me a list of like suitable enclosures. I want to get into that at like a later date, you know, so I can look at it more. But and that another thing, it's just kind of we're so limited on space now. We've kind of outgrown the space, and we're just trying to make do with what we can. I think if we could add a few small, even Connex boxes or something, just to get stuff in storage, you know, when we have overflow, it's kind of the same deal. We're only permitted for four bins. We can't have any more than that on our permit because we're a transfer station. You can call them, it might be a few days, a week before they can get there. We've got 4 full bins. By the time they get there, you have 4 more full bins sitting on the ground. You know, you can't put them in just a regular box or something like that. They're on the ground, it's raining, you know, it's snowing, whatever, and it's making a mess. And they're kind of getting on us, you know, hey, you guys, we want you to do something about this. The program's free, we don't pay anything as a town for the program, it's a good program. I think it's worth, you know, the small investment to keep the stuff out of the swamps, out of the ditches and vice versa. Paving, we will be soon beginning to meet with contractors for the repaving of the partial area of the facility. We budgeted for that. We did meet with a few and got some quotes before the budget season. We're gonna re-meet with them and, you know, see how that goes. New loader backhoe, we've started searching. Jason and myself have both started searching for a replacement loader backhoe that will replace our 2015 Cat. Current mileage was 5,092, that was the hours on it. It was a handed down machine from the highway department. It's seen much use in plowing, lives in the sand and salt building during the winter, so it's in rough shape. You know, we're having a lot of issues with electrical components. It overheats all the time, you know. We found plenty of machines before the summer. What'd you say? Prior. They don't seem to last very long, so we're hoping we could get on something quick that's gonna be a good deal for us, but that's pretty much all I have, just a few, you know.
You gonna keep the old one as a backup or as a spare, or, you know?
I don't think so. It's
Not worth
not worth keeping at this point, you
Yeah.
know.
It's a nightmare every time Cat's gotta come in and work on it.
Oh, okay.
So
Put
wires
a
are
few
breaking apart.
$1,000s into it, and it might, you know, that's just band-aiding it for a month, maybe 2 months, you know. It always seems to break
So
down
what's-
when you need it the most.
What's the cost of a Connex box?
We looked at them for the swap shop, and they're about 5,000 $5,500. That was, I believe that was used, Matt, right?
Yeah, I think we found, a couple of those, we found a little bit less.
Yeah, a couple other ones
Turner.
for a little bit less, you know.
You're talking the bigger ones, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. My area that I kind of have in mind is when you come into the facility, it's off to the right where we do the electronics and stuff. But when we had looked at that for putting the swap shop over there, there was some like zoning issues, setbacks from the road and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I have to go in front of the planning board or whatever, you know, so be it, but
I think that'd be a temporary building. I don't know if it would really apply to the setbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can look into that, but it was a 75-foot setback, which puts you about in the middle of the
Yeah.
parking lot of the
Yeah.
compactor.
we got some
Yeah.
lines out
But
there.
you get a Connex box there now.
Right, so, but,
That's where our electronics go.
right, where the electronics go.
Right.
So I don't know if it was grandfathered or what, if it was just, you know,
You got nothing up there that's grandfathered, nothing.
so,
Because that was created in '83 and zoning went in 77, so.
okay, so.
And you don't have room to separate them where you could put a roof in between, rafter system in between, and shelter?
No, we,
Is there room to do that if you're gonna buy a second one?
yeah,
That would be ideal to
Right.
run them
run
this
them
way.
If you're gonna
lengthwise.
spend
And then-
$5 grand on
Yeah.
a couple of boxes,
And you get the storage in the
You can
middle.
get it in the middle.
If you turn them
Yeah.
facing, right?
Right, yeah,
Facing the.
yeah, I mean, it's just, it's gonna keep things out of the parking lot, it's gonna keep out of the eye of the public, you know, it's gonna neaten things up. We're gonna get some lines painted up down there, cause the flow of traffic is an absolute nightmare. You know, we got hundreds of people coming in at a steady stream this time of year, and,
Yeah.
you know, it's chaos,
Yeah.
you know, so we're getting the speed bumps back out this week for the rest of the summer.
Oh, good.
Slows them down initially when they come through the gate, but should really have them everywhere.
Mhm.
It's Wild West.
Especially when they leave
Oh,
the,
yeah.
the single sort.
What part of the lot are you paving? The pavement now, you're just redoing it?
Yeah, the area from, through the main gate, out around in front of the household trash.
Yeah.
You know where we got the little green building kind of in the
Yeah.
middle of the island? It kind of cuts off right there. It's the heaviest traffic area. It's pretty beat now. I mean,
Yeah.
it's,
You doing a skim coat, are you doing a couple inches or
Yeah, shouldn't overlay.
yeah.
similarly?
Yeah. So, I mean, if we don't do it now, we're gonna lose
Yeah.
the whole thing, so.
Yeah. Good.
But that's about it.
Cool.
Any other questions for Josh? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, any public comment? Correspondence, we do have the financial reports. Reports and staff initiatives, counselor reports. John, anything?
The library had a book sale this past week, and I don't have the numbers in front of me, but they had a really good turnout, and were able to get some extra funds for the library.
Anything else, John?
No.
Gary?
Just to get the Old Home Days Committee to continue to meet, crunch time's coming. Thanks to Matt for all his assistance in buying the bikes and all the traffic coming in with the members coming in looking for this and asking for questions, so on and so forth. So, but one big thing different this year that they haven't done in the past, and I think I mentioned it last month, is they're gonna have a raffle. Businesses have donated separate items, similar to the Festival of the Trees. You put your raffle tickets in the one you want the most, and you don't have to be there. They'll pull your ticket out and give you a call. So, and we have a lot of people donating it. The last thing I saw was Napa donated like a couple $100 worth of product to raffle off. And I'm sorry, I don't know all of them, but I just saw that one come across the other day, so that's it.
Okay, David?
I'm gonna hold off until we get to 9B.
Okay. Dwayne?
I got nothing, I guess. I've had a few phone calls, but nothing that Matt and I haven't taken care of, so.
Okay. And unfortunately, I wasn't at the planning board meeting last 2 weeks ago, but I understand there was a crowd here, so,
Was that about the rezoning?
yeah,
How'd that go?
not well.
For the not wanting to do
They
it?
had people out in the lobby,
Oh, wow.
so there was quite a crowd here.
And that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it is a good
to,
thing.
for people to
Yeah.
be willing to stand up and voice their opinion. And
Yep.
Well, what about that law that we just got the email about that
Yeah.
our
I did-
governor just signed?
I reached out to our planner, Michaela Jordan, as well, to put a document together, but we saw legal correspondence from Drummond and Woodson, kind of an update from them. The way I read it, and I think the way Chair Abbott reads it, is that I believe we're exempt from that, some of that, from as LD 1289 or whatever it was, but because of the density with sewer and water,
Oh,
we don't have both.
oh, okay.
But if you did it, they allow up to 4 dwelling units per parcel. And in others that have that, you can have up to 3 regardless, so we need some more clarification,
Okay,
I think. But it sounds like we're exempt and it's not applicable.
good.
All right,
and if you are, if it does fall into the town of Waterboro, this F&A don't mean nothing.
Sure.
Don't mean nothing. We don't,
Yeah,
our zoning goes out the window.
that's right. State tells us what to do.
yeah, and,
And we can have, anybody can have a public water system.
Mhm.
It ain't gotta be Waterboro Water District or anything like that. all of us sitting here can create a well that supplies more than 2 houses, and then that becomes public water. There's some very strict guidelines to it, but that creates a wellhead protection. And we have several of them here in town.
Yeah.
So the article from Drummond Woodsum talks about subdivision, amends the state definition of subdivision. But we really need Kayla to.
And she's out of the country right now on vacation, so when she gets back, I did talk to her briefly the other day.
Okay.
So I've invited her to a board meeting, a
Yep.
council meeting. I did speak about Ben McCall. I did reach out to him and had another conversation, just to get an update regarding our pending legal issues. He's asked for continuance due to the defendant's availability. He's been out of state dealing with his family issues still. So nothing new to update on that at this point. He's going to work on the consent agreement. Just so you know, I spoke to Chief Deputy Forbes the other day. Our evening shift contract deputy has submitted his notice of resignation. He'll be moving on to another municipal department. So I don't think we'll see him in the next couple of weeks much before he leaves. And then we start the process up with them to see who the replacement is.
Are they gonna fill that up right away, or how are they gonna take care of that?
I talked to him briefly yesterday when he let me know, because Jason and I were having a conversation about the boat launch and some challenges that we had down there this past weekend. But we'll have another follow-up conversation with them, so I'm assuming they will.
Well, the contract says they get 14 days,
Oh, okay, good.
so.
We had a pre-bid meeting for Public Works Garage. I don't know, there was, 8 or 10 people here total. And we have extended the due date for the bids until July 18th because of the holiday. Let's see here. I don't think it's on the agenda, but I guess air conditioning, I can let you know here, and if you want to talk about it later on, we can, but if you haven't noticed, we have no air conditioning. It's non-operational. Our system is 24 years old and it has died. We've tried to have it repaired. It's non-repairable. Well, I shouldn't say that. It is repairable at a premium cost, to the tune of about $44,000 to replace the 20-ton unit that's out back here for this part of the building. And that still leaves us with a old system on refrigerant that's been phased out for over 10 years, which is R22 refrigerant. I don't believe that it makes sense to do any repairs to that old system at this point. And a target number pegged at a replacement of what's out there, which I'm not necessarily in favor of that either. We've talked about heat pumps, other options, but replacing a direct unit like that is potentially about $100,000 for that 20, is it 20 or 22 ton?
22 ton.
22 ton.
Does that just service this side?
Yeah. And so some of the challenges we have is that the air handler is in the attic, and it looks like it was put in before the roof system was put on. And so we're going to explore heat pumps and some other options, but let's see what we can come up with.
You know, heat pumps out there.
That'll stay up there.
Yeah.
That's not coming down.
Heat pumps, they do the job. You can always disguise them outside with some bushes, shrubbery, whatever.
So
Just a thought.
we'd like to look at that option. I guess what we need to ask from you guys, if you have any objection to it, is we do have funds in the capital improvement account. Right now, our balance in the capital improvement account total is $763,488. $763,488. In our equipment line is $227,880. And if that's the direction we're looking to do some heat pumps or do an alternative system, we'll start looking at the options and see what we get for estimates.
Are there grants either way, whether we do the whole system or do heat pumps?
So, Efficiency Maine had grants that expired yesterday. So we pulled those up too, but I think they'll extend something out there, but general nod from you guys is it's okay to move forward, then we'll start shopping that.
Yeah.
Shop around.
The drive is from Efficiency Maine. They've got too much invested not to reward converting to heat
Yeah.
pumps.
Yeah.
It was 16 weeks? Just
To
for
replace, for the
replacement?
replace, if we wanted to replace it, not the repair, to replace it was 16 weeks for that same type of system,
Before we
What
get
is
done?
that? October.
before they get the parts,
Oh,
for that.
for that one, oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and, yeah, so we actually just replaced the heat pump system at the fire station as well. We lost one of the systems over there, the heat pump, and we just had to fix that too. We lost them all last week at the same
So I was
time.
gonna ask you, the fire station is all set now?
That's back online.
Okay.
No matter what you do, your heat pumps or air conditioning, we ain't got wiring enough here in the building to take care of it, so.
Oh, we
It's
don't?
gonna take some electrician work to manage this whole operation.
I see.
It's not just ordering a heat pump.
You just don't plug it in the outlet?
No, you just don't plug it in. You got, right out here in the hallway, you got, 2 air conditioners running, and you can't run them
Yeah,
up the switch, because there ain't power enough in that box.
yeah, yeah,
So if no objection from you guys, we'll move forward.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And just a reminder, I'm out next week.
You want a motion?
Sure.
I'll make a motion that Matt and Public Works move forward on the air conditioning in Town Hall.
Estimating on,
Yes.
second.
Any questions? All those in favor? Opposed?
So you work Tuesday and Wednesday next week getting that done?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds good. We'll let
Take
you
Friday
know,
off.
we'll let you know the following Tuesday
How
and
it- Yeah, how
Wednesday.
it comes out.
Right?
Anything else, Matt?
No, that's it for now.
Okay. Let's move on to new business. Discuss vote on the tax commitment mill rate. I think everybody would agree that option 2 was
I'll make a motion that option 2 be the option that the town
the assessor.
goes forward with,
Right.
presented by the assessor.
Second?
That's
Any
That's the year 2026.
Yep.
Tax rate.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Take care of that. Discuss vote on the status of the committees. The old charter had road review, public safety commission, conservation commission, economic development committee. What's your pleasure here?
Well, I can speak on the road review committee. I was part of that with Jason, and it must have started before Jason came along, because it's really not necessary anymore. He's taking care of all of it, and he just basically shows up and reports to us what he's doing.
That road review, and I'll give you a little history on it,
Yeah.
started in the early 70s, and it might have been back in the 69s. 1969, 68, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And it was to help the road commissioner come up with budgets and oversee the differences in roads,
Well, and I understand,
Today,
I appreciate it.
you know, with the public works.
Jason's doing that now, though.
Yes.
I don't need it anymore.
I mean, with the public works department that you have today, it's a lot different than a part-time road commissioner.
Right, elected one.
So we would do away with the road review committee.
Yeah.
You need a motion for that?
I'm gonna group them all together
Okay.
here, okay? Public safety committee.
So, public safety, we had discussed possibly eliminating the public safety committee based on the non-use. After meeting with them recently, they are eager, they're very eager to move forward and work with the town. Based on the last election results for the town's perspective of public safety, I would like to breathe life into that public safety committee and at least table the removal for like 6 months. to see if we can just get the committee up and running again the way it should be.
How many members are there now?
There are four active right now.
Okay.
In,
One thing that I think I can certainly reach out to the secretary as well as, but we have not got any agendas, and minutes are not given to Dave or to Laura for posting. So there's, again, no agendas have been posted, and no agendas.
that's my big concern there, is there's no communications from that committee or minutes or anything that is available to the public or to the councilman now,
Right.
so.
And in all fairness, that goes the other way too. There's limited communication from us as a board back to them, because we're not using them for what they
Right.
should be used for. So, I mean, if the board would be open at some point in the near future to have a workshop with them, to get the whole committee in here and just maybe set the ground rules, expectations of what we're looking for.
Good idea.
Yep.
I would like to see that.
The other thing is that public safety was used quite a little bit by the planning board years ago for intersections and lights and stuff like that. That's all being handled by the Public Works Director now, so, you know, those duties have been taken off the Public Safety Committee.
And the other concern I had, and we talked about it a little bit, was there was some focus with the committee looking at agendas at the high school, for example, the nutrition program, or things like that. While we might have a small interest in that as a town, I don't think that we should be focusing a lot of time on what the school's doing. They have their own safety protocols, they have their own policies and procedures in place, and I don't feel it's for the town to be making too much of an investment in that, into that.
Yeah.
And I did, just, with the Public Safety Committee, I did reach out and reviewed the bylaws you asked about.
Yep.
I did not find any signed copies. I think there was probably a draft copy or document created years ago in early 2000s, or maybe even late 90s and early 2000s. So no signed copies from the board. The only thing I found from the board was a mission statement. But both, even regardless, the mission statement and bylaws are both in conflict with the old charter and now the new charter, and also the personnel policy. From our attorney's perspective, is they need to be immediately rescinded if they believe they're in effect, because they are not a grievance board, and they do not have that authority at all as far as a grievance board, and neither the charter nor the personnel policy direct in that direction.
Well, that's something that we could discuss with them
During the workshop.
during the workshop. Okay, let's move on to the Conservation Commission.
I am
There's
the
one member.
liaison for the Conservation Committee. I think I went to one meeting. We haven't had members enough to even hold a meeting
Yeah.
for the last 2 or 3 years. But this was a committee that was being used by the planning board, and then should have been used a little bit by the land trust, and it isn't being at this point. So I don't know, we've got one member that has been on it, and he's the only one on it, I think, at
Yep.
this point. I think we just appointed one more, but I don't know that it's a committee that needs to be. If there's a group out there that would like to be, that's one thing, but at this point, I don't think we've got
They can,
a lot of interest.
they can always petition to have a charter.
Right.
And Conservation Commission, right? It's the same as the Economic Development Committee. I've been the liaison. I don't recall ever going to a meeting.
Yeah,
I think Don Holden was chair multiple years ago, and since then, I think it's really been default, so I would suggest road review, conservation commission, economic development committee, go bye-bye.
Could we add another one while we're still discussing?
Yep.
I would motion that we do a 9E and discuss the garden committee. I've been the liaison with that, and unfortunately, the way they meet is during my workday, so I have not been to any of the meetings. They have a spokesperson, a chair, if you will, that communicates directly with the town manager, town administrator, and it seems to be working. I still wouldn't mind, if they want somebody to be a voice, I wouldn't mind helping them out, but the need for the garden committee, I ain't so sure on that either. An actual committee, I just don't see a need for it.
So I'd entertain a motion to eliminate road review, conservation commission, economic development committee, and garden committee.
And with the garden committee, they still can do their meetings and.
Right.
I mean, it's just, to have them on the books as an actual committee doesn't make sense.
I'll move your suggestion, Dennis.
Okay. Anybody second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Discuss vote on selling 2013 International Ambulance funds to acquire code vehicle.
I'll make a motion to sell that through the
Whoever.
town manager. Well, I had to come up with a word for him here. He is now the town manager, so I'll make a motion that the town manager and the public works director sell through either auction or bids the 2013 International Ambulance that we are no longer using.
Second?
I second it.
Okay. Any further discussion?
Yes. We're gonna get a car for the code enforcement?
A staff vehicle, something that he can use. Ultimately, we have, well, I don't know where the contract negotiation will go, if we can find a vehicle, but if we can find something he can use, that car is rusting out and falling apart. No one's out in the parking lot now. When the Tahoe becomes available down the road, we looked at that. If we strip that, by the time we pull all the stuff out of that, we're gonna have multiple holes in it. Can we buy a couple of years? If we can use this and offset the cost, if we can get $15,000 to $20,000 for it, we might be able to find something at surplus or auction, 2017, 18, that we can use for him.
Yep.
To buy some time.
Okay.
And we're just trying to maximize it and use it for other staff here.
Okay.
And sell the one we have in the parking lot, the Explorer?
Municipal bid that thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
$100.
get what you can get. I mean,
That's our
Probably
goal,
get
but trying to maximize it.
2,500 for
Yeah, I
it.
was gonna say 15.
You'd be
Be
lucky.
surprised the people will go for it.
It's in pretty rough shape. It's getting worse. You know, the back, the hatch, it's separating, the panel is separating.
Yeah.
Where it's well, you can see all the rust where you lift it up and it's
That
separated.
was an issue with that year too.
It looks pretty, it's a 13,
Yeah.
a few less of the year.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Do you need to discuss, vote to use CIP funds?
No, I think you guys really, you voted for us to move forward on that already.
We
Okay.
have no old business now that we've eliminated the Conservation Commission.
Somebody gonna
That should
contact
be a
you?
clarification over 9C, correct, not 9B?
Yep,
What?
well,
I'm sorry.
9B2. Right.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
9B, oh, yeah.
All right,
You want a motion on that to extend it out 6 months, and then we'll have a date to bring that back up and bring it in?
I don't think a
No,
motion is
I
necessary.
think-
Let's just keep
yeah.
working to get it back where it needs to be
yep,
with the workshop.
Okay, so we're gonna, we've already taken 1, 3, 4, 5, right? So. All right, other discuss vote to accept the minutes of the June 17th meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Pending decisions, you're all set. Week's action list, discussions of agenda items. Michaela is gonna be back for the next
It
meeting?
will be August or September, first of, either August or first of September.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I don't think anything needs signatures tonight.
Workshop with the public safety.
Um,
I got some type of a notice here. Is that something you want on the,
Can we do prior to the next meeting? 5? On the, what is the next meeting, the 15th? I know we have
Yes,
15th?
Yeah.
What do you got there?
5:30?
I'm looking at Laura because
I won't be here.
I'm looking at you guys, you tell me what
I won't be
time.
here.
I have
You
nothing.
want me here?
I would prefer you to be here, so you're on vacation.
I'm leaving
Unless-
that night to fly to DC.
Let's
Where-
push it to the
Let's
1st
move it.
of August.
Move it to the,
So, as a reminder, we're tentatively planning to get together on the 22nd for a workshop for the Public Works bids.
Squeeze them in there.
Well, we could always
Yeah,
set
we
that,
could-
we could always
we
set
could
that
do
at the
that.
next meeting, right? And
Yeah.
Squeeze them in potentially there.
Good call.
You're back on the 22nd, correct?
I'm back on the 18th, but yeah.
that works, the 22nd?
Workshop at 5:30?
5.
5.
On the 22nd.
What?
22nd?
Of July.
July. I don't think there's anything that needs signatures.
No?
I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favor? Thank you.